Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Zoe Bad Blood Collectibles, and today on the channel we are going to be reviewing the Emperor series Snaa YR-O4 Fire Lord. This is a freaking awesome third-party Gundam. I'm calling it a Gundam. It's a Gundam model, and it's freaking awesome. And man, like getting into Gunpla again. This is my first time since I was 14 getting into Gunpla. And bringing it to the channel, I want to add something new, and this was the best line to add was Gundam Wing figures. So why not start off with a bang with this dude? Now we already did the RX-78 and also the Aerial Gundam, and now I'm presenting to you guys Fire Lord, and this thing is freaking awesome. So before we go any further, please give this video a like, also subscribe to the channel, help this channel grow. Let's reach 5,000 subscribers. As you can see here, this dude is such a beautiful big piece here, and I did went on here and add on a lot of his accessories on here. I could have added more if I wanted to, but I just wanted to leave it like that. And the shield, from the shield to the legs to the feet to the head, with all the different accessories, this thing is one of my favorite Gundam figures in my collection right now. I do currently have 13 Gundam figures or models, kits, and I still gotta build them. I still got a lot to build. I got the Monument figure coming in tomorrow. I gotta build that one next. So I'm so excited for Gunpla. This is something that I can do when it's slow for Mezco 112 and from Marvel and Marvel Legends and Mofex. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about him. Let's take a closer look at him. I'm gonna rate this thing off of the build itself, and how hard it is or on how easy it was to build him. And not only that, we're gonna rate him off the overall look, also the articulation as well, and then size comparison. So there's a lot to go over, and this dude got it. And also the accessories is another one that I will be rating this model right here. Now, just the overall look of this thing is very beautiful, big, like I was saying in the beginning. And man, this thing stands out. When you see this dude in person, it looks better in person than it does on photos and videos. Even watching it on YouTube now, it just looks so much better in hand. And I was amazed that I even built something like this, because this thing is so dope. And I love it. The color itself stands out so much, but when you put the fire effects all over on this figure, this thing looks like a freaking beast. And one thing I really do love about this, like, this fits me. This feels like me. This is something that, like, if I had a Gundam Wing figure, this is something that I would like to have. If I had the option of choosing, I would choose something like this, because this fits my character and personality. Like, very soft, tender-hearted, but when it get down to business or you cross those lines, he's gonna cut you up and I'm gonna burn you. And this is what this figure presents right here and represents to me, and it's freaking dope. So with all the gold trims in here, like we got the gold here in the leg, in the lower legs, right here on the calves as well, and then also on the knees we get that gold trimming. We get that throughout this whole model, as you can see here. Even with the sword, I love for the fact that they added the gold onto the sword. Also right here you can see the little gold in there, also the gold in the arms. Just looks so beautiful, you guys. We also got it on the chest, also on the head. We also got it right here on the side of his face. And then you turn over, this shield is the best shield that I ever seen from any third-party Gundam line so far, and better than the Mobile Suit Gundam Wings from Bandai as well. I think this kills a lot of Bandai's collectibles and their 1/100 scale. Now the big ones are a different story. This is based off a 1/100 scale, so we're gonna go with the master grade, and that's what I collect, is the master grade. Every now and then I might throw in a 160 scale Gundam Wing, but this is what I'm sticking with. My main go-to for Gunpla is going to be the 1/100 scales, and then every now and then we'll get a big one. But yeah, man, I really do love this a lot. I think they did a great job to give us plenty of options, as well as you will see the accessories is just ridiculous on how much accessories this dude comes with. Look at those big white swords here. They got some gold in them as well, and that's what I really love about it, is for the fact it's not too much gold, but not too little either. And I really do love that, even though I have some gold missing because I couldn't get those pieces on there for some reason. And that's okay because it still looks nice. Now, also gotta put the stickers on. I want to do that after I do the review, and then also show you an update on that on TikTok or on Instagram. So stay tuned for that, you guys. I just needed some stuff that you use for the stickers, so that way I don't have to worry about them falling off. And I ordered that, and I'm waiting for that to come in so I can stick it on this dude, because I want this dude to stand out. This is like my main piece here, and he will always forever be my favorite from here on out, only because getting to Gundam, this is one of the first one I ordered. It took a while to get here because they don't have these in America right now, so you're definitely gonna have to get them overseas for all of us that are in America. And I didn't see a lot of American reviewers reviewing this thing, so I'm kind of glad to be one of the ones that are first reviewing this in the US. So yeah, you guys, hit that like button, also that notification bell, because I got a lot more Gunpla coming to the channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and take everything off, and we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so here we are with your boy Fire Lord, everything off of him. And then the first thing I do want to do before we go over the articulation, let's go ahead and go over the accessories and get that out the way. Now, one thing I really did like about this figure is for the fact that we do get great hand options, and not just that, we don't get those things that I hate from Bandai, is those fingers that they usually give us, and they didn't do that with this. They stuck with the normal ones, which I love, and that is just putting the white piece onto this thing. Let me hit this light on so we can see even more. But yeah, I like when we get hands like this, so that way they're more stable. Don't have to worry about the fingers popping off everywhere. They can hold anything, and it's done really nice. So since we already have this one in our hand, these are closed fists, so this dude comes with closed fists, which are done really nice. We also get two relaxed hands, as you can see here on your boy Fire Lord. We also get pointing hands as well, and you just add the thumb on some of these as well, and it looks really nice. We get a pair of those. We also get a pair of these right here, and I really thought this was really needful for the figure. And I love for the fact that the figure, you can see all those little lining details in the hands. It looks so amazing. Even right here, you can still see him off of right here with his hands. You can see all through his fingers. You can see all the lines and stuff. I really do love that a whole lot. I love detail, and a lot of detail in my figures. Now here we are with holding hands. Like if you want to hold a like a gun, or even his swords, you could definitely use these, but these don't have the thing where you stick it on there and it just stays, so keep in mind with that. But we do get that option as well. We also get an option of holding hands here, and these are the ones that you're going to use to keep it sticking onto, so he can hold those swords, which is done really nice. And then we also get two pairs of these. These are trigger holding hands. Now I messed up by cutting the hands, the thumbs. I messed up, so I couldn't use those hands, but I got enough hands, and I got enough decent amount where I don't have to worry about those other hands that I accidentally messed up. I cut the thumbs and I messed them up. So we do get all those great pieces with the hands. Now another thing we do get are these wings here. These wings are really nice. You make these right here, and then you just put them on the ball joint of your Gundam. Turn this dude around. Here we got these two joints here, and you just stick these on here, which is part of the Gundam, and you can have these on even with the articulation, and it won't be a hindrance either. So let's go and put these bad boys on. Also, you see that big backpack there? That is for his wing pack, and I'll show that off in a minute. We'll go over that one last. That's something I want to do last. So that is dope there, and you can move these any way you want to. You can put them any way you want as well. It just looks really nice, and I love that a whole lot, that you don't just get a plain Gundam with this alone is really nice, right? Now, also we do get some swords, some weapons. So we do get the sword here. Don't be like me, you guys. I did cut off the tip of it like an idiot. I didn't know, so just letting you guys know, heads up for us American people. Like, everything is in Japanese, so I didn't realize not to cut that, but I did, and I regret that. But we do get this sword. It's done really nice. I love the gold in it as well. We also get the blue in here, so they went all out, and I love when a line goes all out on their figures. So that is beautiful here. We get that beautiful sword. Then we get this one. This is my favorite sword here. This one is very beautiful, but it's very long as well. As you can see, look at that. Bam, this thing is taller than the figure itself. It's taller than Firelord. His weapons are taller than him, which is insane. But this is done really nice. One thing I wish was that and I know why they did it. They made it kind of like thin and kind of light, super light, only because it probably would, because of the weight, it will weigh it down, because this thing is huge. So I understand why they took the route that they took with the handles of the sword. So I don't mind that. I really don't, because this is so freaking awesome and super nice here. And I'm definitely gonna do paddle linings. I don't know yet. I gotta see. I'm waiting on the stickers. Now, another thing that we do get are these robotic arms here, and these plug into the backpack, and that's why I wanted to do the backpack last, because I want to show off these. Now, these actually go where the swords are. As you can see in the back, he does come with these beautiful swords as well. Boom, here. And we're about to go over this piece right now. Both of these white snow combs are snowflakes swords. These are done really nice as well. I love for the fact that they have gold in them. I thought that was done really nice. Now, the best thing about these swords is something that I never even took photos with. So definitely gotta take some photos after this review. And boom, here they are right here. And show these off with those photos, so that way you guys will be able to see how big these things actually are. These things are long without even being in a handle. Look how tall these things are. These things are gigantic. And I do need to clean them up some more. Like, I need to clean up right here. We got some excess plastic on them. I will clean that up, so don't worry about that. But yeah, these things are huge. But all you have to do with these is you just stick them in here, and now it's even longer. But he can hold them, and you don't have to worry about them falling. They are heavy. That I do have to say, like, these are heavy. But man, these things look freaking amazing. Look at that. Bam, right? Now, we get two of those. So you get two, and you can do some dope poses, as we are already seeing on Instagram and TikTok. The Firelord is everywhere right now. Everyone's talking about him. He's freaking awesome. Now, with as far as this dude here, you could use the backpack for these arms here, and then with these arms, you just, let me get this out the way because I feel like this is in the way, but you just plug these up right here on this backpack here. Dang, you know what, we'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so we got this thing in here. All you have to do is take this arm piece here, and then you're going to stick it in here like that. Boom. You're going to stick it in this hole here to this backpack. And now you got this thing where it can hold your sword. It also can hold these right here. Just these two. I don't think it can hold the big, the white one that we see here. Oh yeah, it can. You just put it in the slit here. As you can see here, there's a slit here. You can use that one, or you can do it like this as well. You could leave it like that, and you could leave this for many reasons. This one is for the shield, if just in case if you don't want to use it that way, you could just take this off. You don't want him holding the shield, you can just put it in like that, connect this one to the backpack, and then you have his shield floating in the air, like if he's throwing it, or just sitting in the background floating in the air around him. And you can do that with multiple pieces as well. With these two arms, you can have both of his swords. Say like the figures here, we have two arms out. You can stick them like that. You just stick them right in here, and he can have both of his swords. He can basically hold everything that he comes with, especially with these two arms. And I thought that was freaking awesome there. So that is dope. That is one of the pieces that I really do love about this, is for the fact that we got all these different options. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put these snowflakes his handles back where they go. Take these off. All you do is slide them off like that. One good thing is, I thought it was gonna have a problem with the fire effects falling off, but no, you don't have to worry about that when you put in the sword. I thought that was pretty freaking amazing there, right? So this dude is not like super heavy. I'm really surprised by how big he is, that he's not like super heavy. My light over here is keep going out and it's driving me nuts because I didn't charge it, so you guys gonna have to bear with me. But yeah, that is freaking dope there. And then also we do get the backpack, and then we're gonna go over the shell. But let's go and go over the backpack real quick. There's not a lot going on, but it does look nice, and it looks nice, especially when you have it on the model. I thought that was done really nice, and you could definitely open these up. Now, one thing I did see a lot of people do, that you could take apart the backpack here, because this one is going down. If you want to use this option right here for that, you could just flip it upside down with this mechanism here. Flip it upside down, and boom, you could just go like that, and then you can have it going up like that. Now, I did see a lot of people do that, but the only bad thing about that is you can't use the cape. So if you're gonna do it this way, it's nice, but you're not gonna have a cape with it either. So let's see if you can put this back here and have it like that. That's how it's gonna look, but you won't be able to use the fire effect cape. So I like to use the cape, so I just left it like that, and I really do love that a whole lot. Look at it right there. I accidentally plucked it off. I think one of these sides actually cut it off a little bit, but it is what it is. Still looks freaking amazing, right? And my light just keeps going off. There it goes. So that is done really, really nice. Oops, I just knocked off a piece. Now, one thing too, while I was building this, you guys, is I was like, man, sometimes these pieces fall off. That's the only bad thing when you're posing them. But one good thing about this one, like, I was building the Emperor. I just finished building him yesterday, and my goodness, everything falls off of him. So this one, it does really good with when you're articulated. You don't have to worry about stuff falling off. If you do, you could just easily glue it, and that's what I'm going to do with this figure when I'm done with it. If I wanted to keep it this color, I'm definitely going to glue all the parts in, and then also put the stickers on. But this is really, really nice. Now, another thing we get is this huge shield. And this shield, you guys, is super, super nice. I love it a whole lot because of the fire effects. I thought that was done really, really nice. And then it's huge. Not only is it huge, it makes the figure looks like it add on the look. It makes it look so much better with the shit when he's holding his shield, because this thing has some presence to it. There's something about this that's just scream dopeness, right? And I think it's this piece here. The way that it's shaped, the color, and then you have that little shiny piece in there. All these little shiny pieces that we get with this Gundam makes this model pop a lot. Now, another thing that I do like is for the fact that you can slide these out like this, especially if you're using your fire effect. You can use it like that, and this thing pops out and move like that. I really do love that a whole lot as well. I thought that was dope there, right? Then the best part about it, which really make it pop, is boom, the fire effects. So we do get 2 fire effects for the shield, one on each side. All you have to do is just put it in these little slits here. As you can see, we got that. Boom, pop that in. Now, I'm not going to do this for all of them, but I'm definitely going to do it for the shield because I thought the shield was worth its own little review, and it's done really, really nice. I love when people go all out on their stuff. And this thing is dope. Look at that. Look at that. Just this alone, adding it on to your boy Firelord. That shield alone. If the figure would have came like that, I still would have bought it because this thing is dope. Look at that. Look how big it is. I really do love that a lot. It's beautiful. Also, you can still move it. Do what you want with it. You can leave it open or you can close it like that. Blah, 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 and just have it like that. This is really, really nice. And you're going to love it if you get this figure. Trust me. You're going to hit me back up in the comment section below and say, hey, you was right. This is a really nice piece for this big guy right here. Now, with that being said, last but not least, we do have some more swords, because like I said, he does come with a lot of accessories, and we get these two here. And this is pretty dope, because with the shield, these things go right here on the slit right here. So if you want to have fire hanging out from the bottom of the shield, you can do that too, or you can use these two as regular weapons for Fire Lord, as regular swords or daggers, because the swords are super ridiculous long that you can actually use these for like his daggers. These would be like daggers, or you can use it like this and have him stabbing someone with the shield. So I thought that was pretty dope there as well. That is an option that you want to do. You could do it, and then also you can have him holding it in his hand, and as you see, we do get that line there, so that way you can hold it with the hands. I thought that was done really nice as well, and these fire effects are so freaking awesome. It makes the figure pop that much more. And if you see right here with Fire Lord, these little blue see-through pieces right here, this makes the figure looks make it look so beautiful. It looks so beautiful. Adding these pieces on here, it's just so dope, and I really do love that a whole lot. We even got it right here where you can't even see we got blue going on right here. Like, this by far is not a cheap piece. You can tell they really took their time in it. Look at the all at the bottom, the gold that's in here. It's just well done, SNA. They did a great job. SNAA, they did a really great job with this piece here, right? So we do get the swords. Now we're done with all that. We're done with the shield. Now we do get the fire effects, and we'll go over that with some of these photos, and we'll talk about that right now. Also, this big giant cape here. Well, it's not big. Now, one thing I wish we could have got with this was a soft good cape. I thought that would have been nice. I can understand why they did plastic, which is nice as well. I don't mind it because it doesn't get in the way, but sometimes I just wish that we could have got an option of getting a soft good cape. So we did get that as well. And then we get all these different fire effects. This one right here is for here. As you saw earlier when I first had the figure up, we had all the fire pieces in here. We have it here. You also go pop these off here, and then you just put this fire effect in here, and you get one for each side. Also, we get fire effects here where you could just put those bad boys right in the knee here, which is done nice. And we even have gold in there as well. That is freaking dope, right? And then we also get fire effects where you could just, boom, go behind here, stick those in here, and boom, you have your fire effect at the bottom of the feet as well. That is freaking amazing, right? So overall, for the accessories, I'm definitely going to give this dude a 10 out of 10. For the overall look of Fire Lord, I'm definitely going to give him a 10 out of 10. And the build, I'll say that for last. Now, the next thing we are going to do is do the articulation. So now it's going to be time for the articulation. But before we go over the articulation, I need to get everything out the way so that way I can articulate this guy for all of us, for all you guys who are wondering if this is a figure for you. We'll be right back. Alright, everybody. So here we are with Fire Lord. Let's go ahead and go over the articulation of this dude. And one thing I really do love about it is for the fact that the neck is done really nice as well. He can look up really good. Boom, there it is right there, as you can see here. Now, don't worry about this because you're not going to really pay attention to that once you have this dude with all of his stuff on him, right? And then also he can look down, and if you don't want to show that head, it's going to be like that with the neck, but that's okay. He is a robot at the end of the day. But you could definitely look down really good as well. Definitely get turned sideways. No problem. I love this one way better than I did with the Emperor. The Emperor, I kind of hate that figure. And not only that, I got cut up like there ain't no tomorrow with the pieces. My fingers are jacked from working on that piece with the Emperor. And I'll show you him on the size comparisons. But here we are with the arms. We do get beautiful butterfly joints where you can actually go all the way and actually cross his arms if you want to do that. and that is amazing. I was like, oh man, I didn't even know you could do that. You can't even do that with the Bandai RX-78 or the other Bandai figure that I have. I have a couple of them, and their articulations are not even on the same level as this third-party Gundam here. So you could definitely do that. It's hard to do it on camera, but you could definitely get him folding his arms like that. That is freaking dope, right? Now, another thing that he does have is articulation in the wings here on the shoulder pads and the wings as well. You can articulate that. As we saw, there's a ball joint there, and then here, as you can see here, this is on a ball joint. It can go in and out. Also, the shoulder pads, they go up and down, so you gotta worry about that. Also here, you can stretch this thing out if you want to get that back, as if he's pulling back to like slash somebody, right? We also get articulation here. Right here we get articulation, and then also right here at the biceps we get articulation. We also get double jointed elbows as well, and I thought that was really nice. I'm handling this one a little rough, and he's taking it way better than all my other Gundams. Out of all the Gundam figures that I have, this one is the one that I can handle and not have a problem with it. I could put him in a pose, not have a problem with him. I could articulate it and don't have a problem with nothing falling off. Every now and then something may fall off, but they are model kits, so that's to be expected. But this dude could definitely go all the way around if you really wanted to. Boom. You could definitely do that as well. And of course, we do get where you can turn the hands around, right? Now, with the torso has great articulation as well. As you can see here, he can't go back that much. This is the further back that he can go. I don't know. I don't want to break it. It's like it's going to break. But we do get great ab crunch and torso crunch there. So we get an ab crunch. And then also he gets a extra band kind of like up here in the torso. So we get articulation where you can move that just a little bit. But here we get great where you could go all the way around with this guy if you wanted to. A 360 you could do with him. He got great tilt on both sides. And as you can see, it even moves even more so at the torso area. We got one where the ribs are, and then at the torso he's moving again, which is done really nice. We get movement here as well, and these are a little bit tricky, but just trust what it says on the paper. Just do what it tells you, and once you put it together, you'll understand why the way that it is. Also in the back here, we do get some movement here. You can have it just staying like this, or you can pop it out and have this thing dangling if you want to, or if you want to hang it on your stand, you could definitely do that. I do have the stand, and I'm say that to the end because I didn't put the stickers on, so I don't really want to show it off, right? So here we are with the legs. The legs, we do get great swivel here as well. That is done really, really nice, right? And then we get a little movement here with this the Forbidden Zone area. Also, we do get swivel here on the other side. We get double jointed knees, which is done really, really nice. Look at that. With the swivel, nothing's falling off. Nothing's popping out. That is great there. And not only that, you guys, you do get a little articulation here in the leg area as well. So I thought that was done really, really nice as well. Then, look at that. See that? Boom. Look at that. And this thing's not even moving. And then you also can get it. And look at that mechanism right there. As you can see, as he's kicking up, that thing is moving forward and backwards right there. I thought that was done really, really nice here, right? So you could kick out about that much here if you really wanted to. Boom. You can even kick out more. You can just cut this thing down and have this dude even kick out even more. So that is freaking awesome. But I'm not gonna have him kick out no further than this here. Also, we do get articulation here. This one is tighter than his right foot. The right foot is a little bit more loose, but not to a point where it's super loose. Otherwise, I'll put some glue on that bad boy and make it kind of thick so it won't be sliding. And then also we get articulation here. This is just here because that's what they do with their figures. Also, we get articulation right here with the ankles as well. Those go up and down. We also get toe pivot as well, as you can see here. Boom, oops, I knocked it off. Oh man, I broke it. Now I gotta glue this on. Dang it! How did I do that? Doing a review and broke it. Well, now I gotta fix that. But we do get toe pivot if you want to there. We also get great articulation here. And then also, let's see, these things do move. But now I'm scared. But yeah, look at that. We get articulation, toe articulation as well. In the middle of the feet, you could definitely do articulation with that. And then, like I said, this mechanism down here, it slides up and down, so you could get better range of motion if you want him on his knees or whatever, like doing a pose while he's on his knees, slicing someone. You could definitely do that as well. And then all you have to do is just stand this dude back to normal, and you have your boy with great articulation. For the articulation of this dude, he's definitely going to get a 10 out of 10. This is great articulation, and not only that, he's not loose either, where things are popping off because he has all of his stuff on him. Even when you put all the stuff on him, he doesn't fall, and I really do love that a lot. And I gotta fix this toe, man. I'm so pissed that I broke this. I can't believe this just happened, but it is what it is, right? Good thing is it's plastic, we can fix it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back on him, probably throw him on a pose on the stand, and then give you my overall take, and then show off the photos, and we'll end the review. Okay everybody, so here we are with Fire Lord with all of his accessories on him. As you can see, he does hold the big old swords really nice, as you can see here. No problem here. Boom boom boom. I really do love that a whole lot. We also got all the fire pieces in as well. There's a part on the back of the head. All you have to do is pop off the little thing in the back of his head. I'm trying to look for it right now, and it's over here. Here it is. All you do is pop this off on the back of his head, and then you just put that on there for the fire piece. Those you just stick on there, and then you turn this thing around. To be careful with how long the fire things are, but you can just turn this thing sideways, and as you can see here, we do get the shield as well. And then not only do we get the shield, we also get the fire pieces on that. You can open that up if you wanted to. I didn't open it up. But here, as you can see, we do have the fire things going up here. Also, if you want to, since we have fire pieces here, you can take those out and then just take these and then slide them in there if you want to do that. Or you could just leave them like that. I chose to leave it like that just to show you guys. But we do have the cape as well, which I'm going to try to show you guys with him having it on him, which is done really nice. As you can see there, he does have the cape on him as well. And sometimes I just wish it could have been bendy wire with that same tail blue. I think that would have been really nice. But overall, it's late, you guys. This review is beating my butt. But this is done really nice. SNAA did a great job with this piece here. As you can see, he's holding his sword as well. He's holding his shield with the robotic arms. We got both of these fire knives, both of these fire swords, which are sticking out far from the figure itself. We also got all the fire effects on here, and this thing is a huge masterpiece here. This thing is dope. He's definitely going to look good on the shelf. Now, speaking of Fire Lord and the build, I do have to say this was a really enjoyable. I really did enjoy putting this together, because just seeing the pieces of putting everything, you can kind of tell that this was going to be a great piece. I wasn't expecting it to look as good as it does, but overall, man, when I got done, it looked nice. But I have to do the accessories last. That took almost a day in itself. Not a day, but like a couple of hours by itself, cutting out everything. My hand was hurting, but at the end of the day, man, I really do love this figure a whole lot. This is by far my best Gundam figure in my collection. Best third-party figure in my collection as well. This thing is a beast, and I will never get rid of this thing. It will always be my #1 figure, even better than the Monument to me. Now, Monument comes tomorrow, so I don't know. I'm excited about that to see how that goes. But the build on this thing is really nice. and it's very exciting because you get to actually like see for yourself how dope this is. And like I said, here you can just open those up here, and then you can just move these out here, and they just come open like that. You got that piece open up here. Also, if you want to see his eyes, I chose to go with the gold eyes, so that way you can see his eyes more, and you'll see it in the photos as well with the eyes. One thing that I do recommend you guys is just gluing the gold pieces on the side of his face. Those tend to pop out a lot, so I went over here and glued it. Sorry for hitting the camera. Now let's do some size comparisons real quick, and then that will be it. Let me show off some photos. But like I was telling you guys earlier, I was able to build this guy here, and man, he tore my fingers up. And that is your boy, the Emperor, that is from the series as well. You can tell that a lot of mistakes that they made on this one right here, on the Emperor, they didn't do it with Fire Lord. And Fire Lord, to be honest with you, Fire Lord looked like he came from a totally different line, more expensive line than what we got with the Emperor. That's how big of a difference the feel and everything is about the Fire Lord compared to the Emperor. However, with this one, I will do a review on him as well, but he looks great. That I give it to him. He does look great, but man, this is a horrible build for me, and I hate it. I don't like the way this turned out at all. I had to glue pieces. I had to do a lot of work with this dude before I could even present it to you guys, and I think that's what makes me like more upsetting, is for the fact that trying to build this guy, he's so like everything's falling off on him. His head is wobbly when you have the orange piece on here, and I don't like it. But anyways, I'm trying to get this dude standing up so we could do a proper review on him. But here he is standing next to Fire Lord. They range about the same height. If not, he's a little bit taller than Fire Lord. I do have to say his accessory is pretty dope. But other than that, man, this is a piece that I wouldn't recommend for you guys to get. He was okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. So that is the Emperor. And let me go get some more figures. We'll be right back. Alright, you guys. Of course, we gotta bring in the #1 Gundam that started everything for Gundam and all these different robots and mobile suits. Here we are with your boy, the RX-78. Boom. This is the third version of him, 3.0, Master Grade. And then here we are with a third party, the Judge. This one was really nice as well. And he fits right in with the 1/100 scales as well. All these are 1/100 scales. This is a third party, but he is freaking awesome. I have all of his pieces, but this one I just bought built because I didn't feel like building it. I was lazy, and I kind of regret that because it doesn't feel like I put a lot of effort into that one, which I didn't, to be honest with you. And then here we are with this one right here. This is this is not from Gundam, but it is freaking awesome. Another third party, and he actually has where his eyes light up. And this is Long Shadow. I really do love this one a lot. I'm going to have him going against the Power Rangers as well. And then he's going to grow big as Rita makes her monsters big. And he's going to be fighting against them and their Gundams. Because the Power Rangers going to actually have Gundams in my comic book that I'm telling. So there they are right here standing next to Fire Lord. And Fire Lord towers over all these figures, including this guy right here, the Judge. And then I'm going to bring in the Aerial Gundam, which I love. It's my favorite so far from Bandai out of the 1/100 scales. And this is not a master grade, but it could have been, because this thing is freaking dope. It was way easier to build than the RX-78. I had a hard time with that one. Alright, we got two more Mobile Suit Gundams that we're going to go over, because I haven't built the other ones, like the ones I was telling you. I have Gundam Strike Freedom. I also have the something Thor, the Legion of Thor. And then I have like some other Gundams from Bandai that I gotta build as well. But here we are with this guy right here. I can't say the name, so I'm just gonna call him 002. because we got the RX-78 Volume 2, Version 2, and then we have this dude here. Now, Firelord is actually taller than him. They range about almost the same height, because this is a big boy. He's 1/100 scale, master grade as well. But this is what I was talking about with the hands as well, with the fingers. I hate this. I lost one of the fingers, so I had to add another finger from the RX-78. He was missing a lot of hands. That's why he only have a bald fist for the RX-78, and I don't care because he was just so flimsy. Even this one with these freaking hands, I hate him, man. I really do. But anyways, I'm gonna leave the hands off because now I gotta fix that. This thing feels like this is a third party compared to the Firelord. That's how great of a job they did with the third party. The third parties are almost better than Bandai's, I do have to say. Some figures, like the Firelord, they did a perfect job with that one. Very, very unique. So, last one, we're gonna bring in another third party, Gundam. Let me go get them off the shelf. This is a big one. Alright, you guys, so last one, last but not least, we do have the White Dragon. This one right here is freaking awesome. And he had light up features as well. And he is the tallest, the biggest one. Firelord comes close, but this thing is huge here. As you can see, he's taller than Firelord. This is probably, I say, a 160 scale, I believe, or 172. One of those. But this thing is huge, and it came in a huge box as well. But I'm just showing you how tall he is compared to Firelord. So I'm gonna try to move this over, and I'm definitely gonna do a review on him as well. I love the stand that comes with this giant guy, the White Dragon. And but man, having these two pieces on the shelf, they take up a lot of land on your shelf. They're gonna take up at least these two with all their accessories on them. They're gonna take up one shelf just with these two alone, which I don't mind because I have room, but I am running out of room. Adding the Mobile Suit Gundams to my collectibles, to my collectible room, we are running out of space there. But yeah, you guys, so there we are with both of my biggest and best Gundams in my collection so far, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to get these things, and I'm so happy that I'm back collecting Gundam figures or Gunpla. So I'm gonna move this guy over to the side. He's so freaking heavy. I'm gonna leave him there because I'm gonna do a review right after Firelord. But overall, you guys, I'm giving this thing a 10 out of 10. The build was a 10 out of 10. Very good, great. Just trust the paper, trust the process. Follow the directions. If you're good at following directions, you should have no problem with this guy here. Just pay attention. Number 2, the overall look, I'm giving him a 10. Articulation, a 10. Accessories, a 10. The feel of the figure, a 10. For as far as with photography, he's definitely going to get a 10 as well. Now I want to do some him fighting against other mobile suits, but as you can see that some of them, like as far as that I wanted to use, he towers over them. So I may have him going against the Monument or the White Dragon when I get better, when I could get my a great feel for the Gundam figures, because right now I'm a little bit too rough as far as with the articulation with these things, and I actually could break them. So I really want to get used to articulating these mobile suits, and then once I get used to articulating these models, then I'll be able to do some dope photos with them, like I did with the Aerial Gundam. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you like this long review, but it was a very in-depth review for the Firelord. So that way, you can get this dude. This is highly recommended for you, especially if you love third-party Gundams. This one, you will not be disappointed. Very, very well done. What is it? SNAA. Man, they did a great job with Firelord. Firelord is my best Gundam figure in my collection so far. So with that being said, you guys, 10 out of 10. See you all in the next one. Enjoy these photos, and peace.